Thought I was something small, easy to replace and call. Like my value stayed the same in your game. Every move I made to grow was something you would never know. 'Cause you never saw the rise in my eyes. Maybe you just couldn't see what I was becoming quietly. You didn't lose me, you lost access to greatness. Everything I'm building now is beyond your expectations. Look at how I became what you dismissed. Now I stand speak on what I do. I just let the actions move. Quiet steps, quiet plans in my hands. Every win I keep it low. I don't need the world to know what I'm building in the dark. Leaves a mark. Maybe silence is the key to becoming who I'll be. I move in silence, I win in private. Every move is calculated. I don't need to show or hide it. Still I make it. I don't chase the validation, I just build my elevation. Now I rise without a sound off the ground. Turning focus into gold. Every step is self-controlled. Moving steady, moving clean, unseen. Maybe loud is not the way. When I win another day, and I let results speak. I move in silence, I win in private. Every move is calculated. I don't need to show or hide it. Still I make it. I don't chase the validation, I just build my elevation. Now I rise the brightest sound off the ground. You saw limits in my name, like I'd always stay the same. Never thought I'd break away or create. Every doubt you ever gave turned into a deeper flame that I used to fuel my rise to the sky. Maybe that can turn to power if I use it every hour. I became everything you underestimated. Every doubt turned into light. Now I stand elevated, more alive. I don't need to prove you wrong, I just show it all along. Through the life I built alone on my breaking past what you believe, building what you couldn't see. Every step begins to show I can grow. Maybe underestimating me was the best thing you could be, and I turned it into strength. There was a time I gave it all, every rise and every fall. You had access to my best, no regrets. Every part of who I was is not something that still does exist in the same way today. Baby, once is all you get for a love you don't respect. Oh, I'm the version of me you'll never get again. That version's gone for good. Every chance you didn't take back then is like a door instead. I don't go back to the past. I outgrew what didn't last. Now I stand in something new without you. Without you. Building something far ahead, not revisiting what's dead. Every step begins to show I can grow. Maybe loss becomes regret when you can't reset what's left. And I'm gone for good this time. And I'm gone for good this time. And I'm gone for good this time. I used to run after things that were never meant for me. Now I let it come my way if it stays. Every time I forced a spark, I was left out in the dark. Now I trust the way it flows, what I choose. Maybe what is meant for me finds me naturally. I don't chase, I attract what I deserve. Every move is a line. letting go of control I used to hold. And I tried. To the person I could be. Now you watch from far away, day to day. Every step I take ahead is a path you never get to be part of anymore. Close that door. Maybe distance shows the truth of what I became without you. You watch me win from a distance now. Every move I make is loud, even when I don't make a sound. Still it's found. I don't need you to believe. I just do what I achieve. Now I'm everything you lost at a cost. Living life you couldn't see when you were too close to me. Now it's clear what I can be without we. Maybe loss becomes regret when you see what you forget. You watch me win from a distance now. Every move I make is loud, even when I don't make a sound. Still it's found. I don't need you to believe. I just do what I achieve. Now I'm everything you lost at a cost. And out of your reach now. And out of your reach now. And out of your reach now. You had me when I was low, still becoming, still in growth. But but you couldn't see the rise in my eyes. Every part I had to build wasn't something you fulfilled. Now I stand in something new without you. Maybe you were meant to stay through the version I became. I became the upgrade you couldn't keep. Now I'm everything you need, but it's something you can't reach or repeat. I don't look back anymore. I outgrew what we were for. Now I stand beyond your view, someone new. Beating higher, thinking clear, leaving everything back there. Every step begins to show I can grow. Maybe growth creates a gap you can never bring back. And I move beyond your level, 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 beyond your doubted every move I made, every dream I tried to chase, like I wouldn't make it far where you are. Every word you used to say, tried to push my path away, but I used it as a flame for my name. Maybe doubt can turn to dry if I let it fuel my life. I lived the life you thought I couldn't. Every step proves you were wrong. I became what you said I wouldn't. Now I'm strong. I don't need to say a word. I just let it all be heard through the way I move today, every day. Turning limits into wins, breaking out of what has been. Every step I take is mine by design. Maybe doubt was just a test to bring out my very best. picture in your mind of a version you design. Someone smaller, easier to control. Every time I try to grow, you would act like I should slow. Like my change was something wrong all along. Maybe you prefer the me that I'm no longer meant to be. Breaking out of what you made, stepping into my own space. Every move I make is mine by design. Maybe growth will always break the image that you tried to make, and I chose myself instead. Used to move based on a feel. Now I'm focused on what's real. Every step I calculate, not debate. Every choice I make is clean, not controlled by what I've seen. In a moment of a heart falling apart, it keeps me safe from the mess I used to chase. I made money moves, not emotional decisions. Every step is well defined. No more wasting time on feelings that don't align. Chase what I can lose. I just build and I improve. Now I move a different way every day. Putting focus into plans, not into uncertain hands. Every move begins to show I can grow. Maybe feeling had its place. There was time for all that pain, running circles in my brain, but I left that phase behind, out of mind. Every hour that I spend on becoming something else takes me further from the past, moving fast. Maybe focus cuts the ties to the things I left behind. I'm too focused to feel what I felt before. No more looking back in time. Every door I closed before feels alive. I don't sit inside my past, I just built something that lasts. Now I'm locked into my lane. No more pain. Turning time into a game, not repeating old mistakes. Every step begins to land as I planned. Maybe growth demands my mind, leave emotions out of line, and I'm locked into my goal. And I'm locked into my goal. Every scar I used to hide, now I wear it with some pride, 'cause it built me piece by piece, gave me peace. Every night I couldn't sleep, turned into something deep that I used to build my way, every day. Maybe pain is just a tool if I learn to use it through. I turn my pain into progress. Every loss became a gain. Now I move without the stress or the pain. I don't run from what I feel, I just turn it into real, something I can stand on and move on. Taking every strength in the end. I turn my pain into a progress. Every loss became a gain. Now I move without the stress or the pain. I don't run from what I feel. I just turn it into real. Something I can stand upon and move on. And I'm stronger than before. And I'm stronger than before. Every piece I used to lack, I went out and got it back. On my own without your name in the frame. Every space you used to fill, now it's something that I build with a version of myself that I felt. Maybe I was always whole, just forgot I had control. I built a life that doesn't need you. Every part stands on its own. There's nothing left you can undo. I have grown. I don't wait for you to see what I built inside of me. Now I stand in what I've made, unafraid. I don't like the part of me for someone to complete. Every step begins to show I can grow. Maybe independence is finding peace in what I live. And I built it all myself. People think I'm all alone, 'cause I spend my time at home, working on a better me, quietly. Every hour that I give to the life I wanna live, takes me further from the noise and the void. Maybe silence isn't sad, it's the peace I never had. I'm not lonely, I'm just focused on the things that make me grow. just as I am. I was running after you, like that's all I had to do, to feel something real inside. Now I tried. Every step I took for us made me lose a part of trust in the person I could be without me. Maybe love was not the goal, I just needed back my soul. I stopped chasing love, I started chasing myself. Now I'm moving differently, every piece I couldn't help. Now it's free, I don't need what I once chased. I found purpose in my place. Now I build a life that's mine by design. Put in energy, really, not in what we used to be. Every step begins to show I can grow. Maybe love will come someday, but I'm good without it anyway. I stopped chasing love, I started chasing myself. Now I'm moving differently, every piece I couldn't hold. Now it's free, I don't need what I once chased. I found purpose in my place. Now I build a life that's mine by design. There was a time I needed you to feel like I was something true. Now I stand here on my own, fully grown. Every piece I try to find in someone outside my mind. Now I hold it in my hands, where I stand. Maybe I was always whole. first it felt like everything fell apart without a string, but I didn't see the shift in the drift. Every day without your weight started turning into space where I finally could breathe, be me. Maybe lost was what I need just to set myself free. My life got better when you left, even if it hurt at first. Every piece that felt so stressed, now reversed. I don't carry what we had, I don't live inside the past. Now I'm moving forward clean, no in between. Building habits, building peace, finding calm in being me. Every step begins to land as I plan. Maybe endings are a gift that I only sit with shift in a bed I'm back to read. My life got better when you left, even if it hurt at first. Every piece that felt so stressed, now reversed. I don't carry what we had, I don't live inside the past. Now I'm moving forward clean, no in between. When I stopped looking at you and the things you used to do, I started seeing something new in my view. Every moment I invest in becoming my best, turn my whole direction clear. Now I'm here. Maybe focus is the key to becoming who I'd be. I focused on myself and everything changed. Every path became more clear. Every goal I rearranged brought me here. I don't chase what doesn't stay, I just move another way. Now I see what I can be when I'm me. Putting time into my growth, not into a broken hole. Every step begins to show I can grow. Maybe change begins with me, not with what I try to be. And I became my focus. honest, I thought I lost it all when I watched us slowly fall. But the truth I didn't see set me free.